foundational pillars of ancient thought. In the shimmering landscape of ancient Athens, two of the greatest minds, Plato and Aristotle, laid the foundation for Western philosophy. Their contributions have withstood the test of time, guiding intellectual thought for millennia. But as profound as their similarities were, their philosophical homes, Plato's Academy and Aristotle's Lyceum, showcase some of their most compelling differences. Origins, birthplaces of great ideas. The Academy, founded by Plato around 387 BCE, was the Western world's first institution of higher learning. Named after the Athenian hero Academus and nestled in a grove near Athens, it was a place where intellectuals gathered to discuss a range of subjects, but primarily philosophy. In contrast, the Lyceum was founded by Aristotle about 20 years later, after he parted ways with Plato's Academy. Located near a temple dedicated to Apollo Lyceus, it was here, in the shaded walkway known as the Peripatos, that Aristotle and his students would stroll and engage in deep conversations, leading to the term peripatetic to describe his school of thought. Philosophical foundations, two worldviews. Plato's Academy prioritized the world of ideas. For Plato, the material world was but a shadow of the true reality, the world of forms or ideas. He believed that abstract concepts like justice, beauty, or equality had a real, immutable existence of their own, and our material world was only a flawed copy of these eternal forms. On the other hand, Aristotle's Lyceum adopted a more empirical approach. For Aristotle, understanding came from observing the world around us, classifying it, and drawing conclusions based on tangible evidence. Instead of looking for otherworldly forms, he sought to understand the principles and causes underpinning the physical world. Methodologies, dialectic versus empirical investigation. At the Academy, the dialectic method, a form of discourse between two or more people holding different points of view, was king. Students were encouraged to engage in debates, using reasoned argumentation to approach the truth. In contrast, the Lyceum was grounded in observation and investigation. While Aristotle certainly didn't ignore the importance of discourse, he emphasized the need for empirical evidence. His students often conducted detailed studies in biology, physics, and other fields, cataloging and analyzing their observations. Educational scope, beyond philosophy. Plato's Academy, while primarily a place for philosophical discussion, wasn't limited to it. Mathematics, especially geometry, was a subject of great interest. The famous phrase "let no one ignorant of geometry enter here" was allegedly inscribed at the entrance of the Academy, underscoring its significance. The Lyceum, under Aristotle, was more diverse in its studies. Covering topics from biology to music, politics to poetry, it was a comprehensive educational institution. Aristotle's own writings reflect this diversity, spanning treatises on a plethora of subjects. Ethics and morality, ideals versus virtues. In the realm of ethics, the Academy proposed that to understand and act upon the good was the highest calling of a philosopher. Plato believed in an ideal society, ruled by philosopher kings who understood the eternal forms and could thus ensure justice. The Lyceum, however, focused on moral virtues. For Aristotle, ethics was about finding the golden mean between extremes. It was not just about knowledge of the good but acting upon it, making virtuous decisions based on rational thought and societal values. Legacy and influence, the threads that bind. Despite their differences, both the Academy and the Lyceum left indelible marks on Western thought. The Academy continued in various forms for almost 9 centuries, influencing a wide array of thinkers. Meanwhile, the Lyceum's texts became foundational in the Middle Ages, guiding scholars and theologians alike. The juxtaposition of these institutions showcases the vast spectrum of philosophical thought. Plato and Aristotle, while mentor and student, charted distinct paths, enriching the tapestry of intellectual history. A confluence of thought. The Academy and the Lyceum, as institutions, embody the rich philosophical diversity of ancient Greece. While Plato sought truth in the ethereal realm of ideas, Aristotle searched for it in the tangible world. Their distinct approaches offer a testament to the idea that multiple paths can lead to profound wisdom. As we reflect upon their legacies, we're reminded of the importance of dialogue, observation, and open-mindedness. For in the dance between the abstract and the empirical, between the academy and the Lyceum, we find the intricate choreography of human thought and discovery.